Who knew it was just a key on the door? It's really playing games, the Extinction Curse. I am the GM Graham. Joining me today are Sarah as Petra Doldromus, the Tiefling Magus.
Hello.
Brian as Faith, the Tiefling Monk.
Hello.
Garrett as Fabian, the Catfolk Rogue.
Hi.
Ross as Oarshisk, the Lizard Folk Swashbuckler.
Hello.
Also Ross as Marion, the Half-Elf Oracle.
Hello.
And then Patrick as Horatio, the Half-Elf Wizard.
We have defeated the door. That means we win?
At least the chapter. You all have indeed gone into the innermost sanctum of the hermitage of Blessed Lightning and rooted out the corruption there, which appeared to be just a couple more of these corrupted retainers and priests with different methods and corrosive lizards and all kinds of things at their disposal. They had invaded there and apparently knocked out the head hermit, one person you'd been searching for, the friend of Mayor Aber, Harlock Hamdeel. A battle was had with the lizards and the priest and everybody there. Managed to push some people into some moats of air and water to devastating effect. Turns out these lizards aren't great at climbing these things, and managed to kill the retainer and knock out, or at least knock into a moat, the priest who had been causing all these problems here, who nearly drowned, washed up on the edge of the moat, and you fished him out and tied him and dragged him along out of the hermitage with you, while Faith attended to the head abbot here, Harlock Hamdeel. So it seems that he has come out with you all onto the cliffside here. He is tired, injured, but, you know, making his way, breathing in the fresh salt air and whatnot, as you drag Thrindel, is the corrupted priest, out here to join everyone. Petra, not looking so hot, looks very beat up and injured. Fabian looking a little green around the catfolds, not looking so great there.
I still don't know how to fix that one.
Yeah, some disease, something is definitely
Oh,
affecting
no.
him. So it's yeah, it's
Maybe
not
the
great.
salt air will help.
Yeah, maybe. We don't know. But so you guys come out here. Harlock kind of limps out a bit, breathes the fresh salt air, takes a look back to the hermitage, says, "I should have known when she came. This would all go awry."
Do you mean Nemia or Nimia?
I'm afraid not. Harlock sighs wearily. "I suppose I should start at the beginning. The Hermitage of Blessed Lightning was established here to protect and learn from the Erran Tower, an ancient landmark a few miles inland. You might have spotted it on your journey here. We hermits know very little about it. It was created by Eredin thousands of years ago. At its summit is what we call the Aeon Orb, so named because it orbits the summit of the tower the way an Aeon stone orbits the head of its owner. Lore passed down to me from previous masters of the Hermitage suggests more. The Aeon Orb is a powerful artifact. It enriches life for dozens of miles in all directions, making the land more abundant, the seasons milder, and harvests more bountiful. In just the past few generations, however, its bounty has faded. The soil is drying out. Vegetation is stunted, and some crops won't grow at all. Birth rates among animals are declining. Some here at the Hermitage blame the townsfolk of Aberton for this decline. But I suspect a different cause. I think the Aeon Orb's power has begun to fail. The Isle of Erran is dying. I've tried to understand the Aeon Orb, and perhaps restore its power, but its nature eludes me. While I've made a few trips into the Erran Tower over the years, nothing there provided any clues. My most recent visit, just a few weeks ago, some foul-smelling creatures hurled spears at me before I could get close. They are Zolgaths, I believe. Reptilian humanoids you may have heard called troglodytes. I spied on them from a distance. There are at least half a dozen, or maybe more. They are accompanied by large lizards and several demons. And looks to Arashesk. No offense, man. It was an unpleasant surprise, but I soon had my hands full here, dealing with the newcomer, Beleni. And the resentment she stoked among the hermits, and I didn't have a chance to investigate further. Seems obvious in hindsight, but the sudden rise of demon worship here must be connected to the demons accompanying the Zolgaths in the Erran Tower. I overheard a few of our most debased priests say they plan to visit the Erran Tower and speak to someone named Kavnakash. I believe Kavnakash is the leader of the Zolgaths, and he must have some power over demons. I hate to ask this. You've done much, but much for Aberton and for my hermitage already, but there's still more to do. You were all colorful, full of life, and if I may presume, part of the circus I heard was coming to town. Is that right?
Yeah, you probably didn't get a chance to see our performance, did you?
Afraid I was
Too bad. It was really good.
incapacitated.
A little tied up, one might say.
Exactly. But it's a sign, surely you must see, that you, so full of life and so used to many hardships that many here would consider far beyond their kin, you have the fortitude and resilience to take care of these things, where other normal folk could not. So, knowing that you are more than capable, I ask you humbly, as the last sane hermit of the Hermitage of Blessed Lightning, will you cleanse the Erran Tower of the demons and Zolgath infesting it, so that we can perhaps work together to restore life to this land?
How can you be so sure that we can do anything about all that?
Well, we're circus folk, obviously. I didn't really get the connection either, but he seemed to think there was one. I don't know. I've only been in the circus a week. Is this something we normally do?
No.
I mean, I think it's a good idea.
I mean,
Clearly, there's no one better suited for this task. Or else we wouldn't even be here in the first place.
I'd
That's
join the
what I
circus for
believe.
adventure. Well, maybe because my brother was also in it, but for adventure.
This most certainly will be an adventure.
Okay, Hamlock. We'll
Hardly
try to do this thing. I'm not saying that it's going to work, but apparently we're the best chance that you have. But before we even attempt this, we need your help with something.
Name it, and I will
What do
try to help.
you know about? What do you know about
I know that they roam the land and their bite turns folks to stone. Do you
know how to unturn them?
I could certainly try. If that's what you all need, then by Gazra, I'll try.
Alright, fine. You try, we'll try. Everyone's gonna try.
That's all
We may not
can
do, but we will definitely try.
I think I can try in the morning.
Alright, great.
I already tried.
A whole circus of trying.
We haven't tried dispelling magic yet. Maybe that'll work.
We can at least.
But we'll do it.
Thank you. Well, we have many hours to get back to town. I suppose I should tell the mayor what is going on here.
He was pretty worried about you. In fact, he sent us to find you.
We're friends. We go back a long ways. I knew his father, the former mayor. Well, I wish to be away from this place for a while. Perhaps in time we can come back and make something of this hermitage anew, but...
What
Gods will
should you
do
do
it in
with
good time.
the prisoner?
Thrinndale? I suppose we take him with us. I'll look after him. See if I can't persuade a few of the townsfolk to keep him under security. Maybe, slowly, I can bring him back to the way of the wind and the waves.
Great.
Oh yeah.
There's also going to be another one that you should try and reconfirm.
I heard
Nemaya,
you mention
I think her
Nemia.
name is Nemia.
I hate to think what trouble she has caused in town. But unfortunately that makes a lot of sense too, and I should have seen the connections before. It was happening before my eyes, but I couldn't truly believe it. Nemia was very close to Beleni, the priest that came here and started this all.
Oh, what happened to Beleni?
I believe she is also at the Erran Tower. When things were going bad here, I saw her leave in a hurry with some books, and she said she was studying something, but I don't know what. What I do know is that she is not a good person.
Alright. Sure. Okay, you're sick of this place. That makes 7 of us. So, fuck, let's go.
Oh, speaking of sick, one of us seems to have come down with a disease. I tried punching and it didn't work, and that's kind of my only go-to for curing people.
Yes, please don't punch me. I'm too hurt right now.
Well,
I was actually
will.
talking about the other one.
Well,
Yeah, the one that is going a little green at the edges.
I think if you punched either one of us, we probably wouldn't do well.
Well, I will do what I can with my years of knowledge, but I'm no miracle worker. But I will certainly try. Shall we then?
Let's get out of here.
All right. You depart with your band, dragging along your prisoner. A few hours later, evening has set upon you all. It is nighttime when you return back to the town of Aberton. During this journey, Oarshis, Faith, and Petra, those horrible wounds that you had suffered and mutilated your body in different ways seem to slowly dissipate, and over that journey are no more present on your body.
I'm no longer disfigured. My charisma is now only a 9 instead of an 8.
All right. So I assume you head back from the hermitage to the big top?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, you are returning home once more, late at night into the evening. People are once again ready to assist you in whatever way they can, but for the most part, keep a wide berth, especially since you're bringing another prisoner here, and Harlock. Shortly after you get to the big top, Harlock says, I will pay a quick visit to the mayor and be back. I know it's late, so I don't want to keep you or trouble you anymore, but I will look after your stoned friend when I can.
Great.
Should we get ready for bed?
Are we going to take
Yes.
tomorrow to rest then? I think that's a good idea. I have some work I'd like to accomplish.
Before everyone goes, I'm gonna heal everybody.
Everybody gets 8 hit points.
Woo.
And also 14 hit points for a total of 22.
Wow.
Nice.
Look
Wait.
at that.
That puts me to full.
Wow, that's
Uh,
exactly what I need to heal myself up. Thank you. If only I wasn't diseased.
I'm not bloodied. I still only have I have a little more than half of my hit points, but I'm no longer bloodied.
What if we add 12 to that?
That
Just
will
for you.
be. Oh, you're so kind. Let's see. That will be. Yeah, that's looking better. There we go.
All
That's
right.
looking good.
Great. As long as we don't get ambushed in the night, well, everything will be sunny.
Well, it
Hey.
could be cloudy.
Hey Fabian, you fight with that rapier a lot, right?
Ah, yes.
Do you happen to have 35 silver?
That we could sacrifice to the magics.
What's the
Because,
conversion rate with gold to silver again?
1 gold is 10 silver.
And you need how many did you need? 30 something? Yes.
35 silver.
Yes, I can give you that.
Well then, in about a day, I can have you a nice magical rapier and a mundane sickle.
As a
Yeah,
bonus,
I'll
is that
go
like
for
a
that.
call
For
now
consolation.
and get a mundane sickle.
Your magical powers are becoming quite impressive.
I'm transferring the magics from that magical sickle we found. I think it was
Mhm.
with the cockatrice, if I remember right. Could be wrong.
It was with Nemia, I think.
Oh, did she have a +1 sickle? I know the staff was mundane, but
Staff was mundane. Yeah, she had a +1 sickle. It was hers.
anyway, I can transfer her magic from her stupid sickle to your cool rapier. Just
Oh,
takes me about a day
much appreciated.
and some money.
I can
All
supply
right.
that to you. I will remove that from my inventory and you can take your 35 silver.
So is there any other business you all wish to do before you retire for the night?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Well, the Big Top offers a warm respite to you all once more. The wagons and your own beds, safe and warm from the, not necessarily cold, but, dank and demon-infested hermitage you've been in for a while. Very musty. So you're able to bathe in the river, take a long rest, and sleep. The only one who doesn't have the peaceful rest after a long, exhausting day traveling, their second day traveling to the hermitage, is Petra, who just starts to have some bad dreams, some, thoughts and racing emotions for a moment as the shadow crosses kind of involuntarily across your head and across your mind throughout the dreams, pursuing you, and just gives you this sense you can't quite understand if you are controlling it or not. Sometimes it feels that you can summon the shadow and you can do battle with it for your performance, but sometimes it seems the shadow summons you. And just a bit of a fitful night for Petra. And then, Fabian, you're just feeling kind of shitty. In fact, Fabian, to that point, you didn't quite heal up all that amount that Marion just healed you.
Oh, yeah?
No.
Oh, no.
So, let's see.
Let's go back to what I was.
4 and then 7. So you got a total of 11 points of healing instead of
Oh, that's a big difference.
26.
Oh.
Oh.
Or
Oh,
sorry,
no.
instead of 22. So half.
Oof.
Ghoul fever sucks. Go away, ghouls.
Apparently.
Nobody likes you.
Yep. All healing effects on you are currently halved. So.
Fun.
Alrighty. But despite that, all of you do get a long rest. You are able to, in the morning, make your daily preparations, prepare spells, do all that good stuff that you do in the morning on this Oath Day, 15th of Lameshan, 4720.
So if we're taking a bit of downtime, I can spend 8 hours to try and treat your disease.
Okay.
Yes.
What it does, it gives you a plus. If I succeed, you get a circumstance bonus against the disease.
Yes.
That rune that was on the sickle, was that just +1 to... Was it
Yeah.
potency, or...
It's a potency rune.
So just +1 to hit, right?
Yep. So I will spend all day doing that. And
Not to damage.
because I took Assurance Crafting, I automatically get the requisite 16.
There you go.
Which means I don't have to roll it. It's not waste money
Awesome.
for days.
Yeah, that's big.
Yeah. You hone your magical craft even more, Ratio. Having practiced it now for a few days and used it in some extreme circumstances, you're able to, I think I can do this, and take the enchantment off of the sickle and imbue it into Fabian's rapier. So it sounds like we have, in general, a downtime day for people who want to do some downtime activities. Faith, have an important question. When in the morning or during the day, whenever you want to, do you start tending to Fabian?
I was thinking right after breakfast. I'm assuming Fabian's not going to be that hungry. Maybe just some chicken soup, or I don't know.
Am I that hungry?
It's starve a cold, feed a fever. Are you feverish?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how these undead curse diseases work.
So like 9 o'clock or so.
Yeah, basically, 9 o'clock is perfect.
Okay. Okay. All right.
And when something's going to happen this morning.
Just curious. You take. Where do you treat Fabian? Where do you think would be the best place for you to, tend to Fabian?
Is there a? I mean, I would.
I don't know, in my wagon? I'm probably
Yeah,
not
I'm-
feeling very well.
Unless there is a dedicated like medic ward, which I don't think there is.
No, you've
I would
probably
just-
been asking for one for a bit, but there's, scattered
For the week
supplies
that he
within
has
your
been
wagon.
here.
Yeah. Well, she's the dedicated medic now.
Yeah, I'll set up in Fabian's cabin. I mean,
All right.
wagon,
Carriage.
Faith and
Carriage wagon.
Fabian's
caravan.
Trailer.
caddy wagon in your trailer. Horatio working on the enchantment. Marion or Shisk or Petra, any things you wish to tend to during this day?
Can I also attempt to spell magic on the petrification if it's a magical effect?
Sure. Let me see here.
It's a spell magic.
Yeah, go ahead and pop the spell magic in the chat.
So
for
I
me.
would have 1, 2, 3, 4. So a 15 may not do it no matter what.
I don't think so, but I will keep looking that up.
I rolled a 2, a 3,
Oof.
a 5, and a 3
Yeah.
on a d20.
Roll 20 hates you. Okay.
Well, I tried.
Are you trying multiple dispel magics?
Yeah, I have 3 plus drain bonded item, but I clicked it gives me the counteract check, and so that's what I would get. 12, 13, 15, 13 for my
Yikes.
4 second level castings.
Okay.
It's probably not a level 1 creature.
No, that is the thing.
Well, I tried.
So before you go off to do this, it's like, I have a thought. You go to where Mordain is just kind of standing out. There's a nice little like rosary garden around her. People kind of make like a little shrubbery around her. She's just kind of like that. Harlock has come and started like looking around and trying to think what to do. Harlock watches Horatio come up to Mordain. Just heavy sigh as she just remains fully calcified. Harlock kind of pats you on the shoulder, says, "It's all right. We're trying, and that's the important thing. I'll see what I can do. You go tend to your other business."
Do me a favor and don't tell my brother about this.
Wouldn't dream of it. Speaking of your brother, Marion, is there anything you're trying to do during this downtime day?
I want to go into town and procure some arrows.
All right.
Unless I can bribe someone else in the party to do it for me.
Oh, I think I'm not feeling well enough to deal with that. Otherwise, I would have taken you up on
Yeah,
it.
Fabian and Faith are indisposed, and Horatio's now working on the magic transfer.
While you're there, can you sell this trident for me? I don't think I need it anymore.
Petra, remember when I healed you?
Well, Petra was going to train, but Petra would also be willing to. You said you need arrows.
I do need arrows.
I mean, Petra is not going to be like no, because she's very grateful for the healing. Petra can also probably spend some time later in the day training as well, because I think she had that dream and now she's paranoid that she's horrible at her, act. But yeah, Petra will be willing to do that.
Okay. So,
And maybe, because she also is kind of wanting to, like, either send a note or something to, I forgot his name. I should know his
Victor.
name. Victor.
Victor Volcano.
Like, but kind of in code, like saying thank you. Because I don't want to just say, I don't want it to be intercepted by
That's
certain
like
people and get him in trouble. But pretty much, I want to thank him just for giving us a heads up. So I'll write it in our
Alright.
secret code that we have, that we used to have back when we were a thing.
All right.
How many arrows do you need, Marion?
I would like 30 arrows, so I will give you 3 silver pieces.
Okay.
If he's willing to buy magic items, I don't know, maybe he sells them somewhere richer than here. We could sell this animal staff.
I think
Okay.
the Golden Laws Church may be more amenable to that level of trade.
Good point.
Okay. So Petra's going shopping. Marion, I guess, is handing some money over and staying at the circus.
Yep.
Oarshisk, any certain thing you are doing?
Reading.
Reading. All right.
Reading.
Reading in the wagon, probably.
Okay.
I'm studying Iruxi.
Ooh. Studying some language there. All right.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. So, we'll do Petra first. Petra, so you know that, down over here is apparently the shop of Aberton, Sufjan Sundries. But you have other options to try and hunt around. Where do you go shopping?
Well, if Sufjan has arrows, then I'll go there. Do I see, as I'm walking around town, any other place that may have arrows that's reputable? I don't want to like walk into some
Let's see.
random thing and get into trouble.
So as you're walking through the town this morning, passing by, you do spot what appears to be a hunter who is going off and preparing themselves apparently to go out and hunt. They're talking to a couple guys around there. So you see that there is somebody with arrows in the town, not too far from where the shop is.
I feel like you're trying to bait me into something. I'm suspicious of you.
Up to you. You see the
I'm gonna
hunter
ask-
there, you see the church, and you see the shop.
I'm gonna go to the shop. I'm not about to follow some random hunter dude.
Okay. You walk once more into
Ugh.
Sufjan Sundries.
Is he not gonna have arrows? Is that why?
Ting, ding, 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 ding. The door opens, there's a little bit of a bell.
Horatio is jealous.
Sufjan
Look at that.
looks
He's got crafting supplies.
at you. It says,
Oh,
"Oh, hi.
Hello.
Welcome back to my shop."
I'm here to buy some arrows. Do you have any? No.
Arrows?
Yes. Arrows. ARROWS.
Actually, yeah. There was this half-elf guy who came in a few days ago and seemed really upset that I didn't
and what
get any
happened?
weapons. So,
What happened to these? Like,
well, the guy came in and I was really bummed out. I was upset that he was so upset. So I went and I got a couple weapons and some arrows. I have I have 20 of them right here. I could sell you if you want.
Jesus.
It's
Oh.
2 silver pieces.
That was a long story. Oh, well, is there 20 would be good. I do need 30. Is there any other place? How long could you get 10 more, or is there another place that I could maybe get 10 more arrows?
I could probably.
Is there another shop?
Well, no, there's not. In Aberton, but you know, I can, if you want to place an order, I could get them.
Well, I assume that we will be needing more arrows in the future, so yes, we'd probably like to place another order for some arrows.
Okay. I can do that. I'll write it down right now.
Okay, how long do you think that will take to get these?
Maybe 3 or 4 days. If that's okay, I can try to rush it if you want.
I mean, maybe just a little, like maybe rush a little bit.
Okay, I'll go.
But I'll
fast.
take these 20 now.
Okay, it's just 2 silver.
Give him the money.
Is there
2
anything else I
silver.
can get for you?
Is this literally what he has right here?
Yep. What you see on the shelves.
I think that's good. Question: How are you always so calm and relaxed? Is that just your personality, or
I mean, I guess I live a pretty simple life here. I'm the only shopkeep, so people come in and buy stuff, and I get stuff for people to buy, and they seem to like that. So, you know, I mean, but to be honest, I've always kind of, you know, dreamt of going around traveling and, like, you know, seeing the world a little bit, you know, at least more than Aberton. You know, I'd love to get out there in the wide world, maybe sell things in other places.
well, that does sound like a nice, goal for
Thinking,
someday.
like, how much do you hate Marion? You could invite him to the circus.
Is this setting up for like a few months from now? He's gonna be in like the capital or whatever. We're gonna run into him again. He's like, "Oh yeah, I just felt like I wanted to branch out."
Well, I will tell him that if you ever need a little bit of excitement, you should come to the circus if you've never been.
Yeah, I missed it a few days ago. I was working, but
Well,
I guess
it's at night, and people probably aren't shopping at night usually. Well, I don't know. Is it at night when we do the circus?
It was in the evening when your last performance
Okay.
was.
Yeah, so maybe it's just close up shop and come live a little.
Oh, wow, that's a crazy idea. Yeah, I think I might do that. When's your next performance?
Let me check my calendar. It's this
Whenever
day.
you guys decide to have it again.
Yeah.
Whenever you decide to prep for another performance.
Saturday night. I don't know what day it is, but I'm gonna say Saturday night.
Okay, I'll that's a weird name for Star Day, but okay. Yeah, I'll check it out. Thanks, and I'll put a rush on these arrows.
Thank you. You have a good day, and now I'm gonna
You too.
rush out.
Ding, 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 ding. Oh shoot! I forgot to play the music next time. No shot. hang on. There's shot music. I'll do it. I'll do the town map music instead. So Petra, you leave. Any other destinations you want to go to? You do have Faith's Fighter's Fork that she gave you to sell.
The trident.
The tridents. Yeah.
Oh. I missed that. I don't know if I want to go back in there. Is that the only place to sell? Would that be the best place to sell?
They mentioned potentially asking at the church to see if Nellendrin would want to.
I'll go and ask at the church because I really don't want to go back there quite yet. And
it's too awkward. Too awkward to think about.
Also, I'm gonna find like a messenger or somebody to deliver a message to Victor.
Okay. You can find a courier. Actually, if you go to the church and start asking, definitely Nellen would know kind of where he gets his couriers from and able to point you to one. Hello. Welcome back. Thank you again for getting my books, and I really appreciate it. Courier, yeah. There's someone here who can deliver a message for you. You have a letter prepared or want me to write something that they should deliver to the recipient once they find them?
Well, I'm going to pull out a note that I magically wrote in my trailer. That it's a picture of, it's kind of like fire and smoke, and it's a secret message. Victor will know what it means. It's part of our secret code.
All right.
I didn't tell this dude that. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you just hand over this like picture
it's a
you
Victor
drew.
Volcano.
Victor Volcano. Okay. Where can I find this, Victor?
At the menagerie? Is that what it's called? Celestial Menagerie.
Okay. Celestial Menagerie. You know what city that would happen to be in? It's Escadar.
Escadar. You know I do not tempt so bad at taking that.
It says, okay, travel to Escadar. Sure, I can do that. One second, I can consult my ledger.
And it's don't say who it's from. He'll know.
Okay. Looking up. I have to consult my ledger on the courier fee. Give me just a moment. It would be about 2 silver pieces to send that message.
All right. I give him 2 silver pieces.
Thank you. Your generous support helps this holy place of Abadar. Anything else that I can do for you?
Is this the church?
It is.
Is this the same guy? Oh.
It is. He's the priest banker.
He's like a messenger and all these different things?
Well, he knows this is like, any kind of legal services this small sleepy farming town would have run through the Golden Lodge Church, because it's also a bank.
Well, I have this that one of my companions is wanting to sell, and we thought that we may try here first to see if you guys might be interested in purchasing it, or if you know where we could sell it.
Have you tried Sufyan Sundries? He may have the gold to buy something like this.
I was there earlier, but
maybe he doesn't. And understood. I suppose I could put out a notice that anyone who wants to purchase this fine item can come here, and potentially I can be a broker for this transaction if you leave it here and come back, check in in maybe a day or two, and I'll let you know if we have any prospective buyers.
Let's do that, because I might wait a little bit before I go back to Sufjan's again. It takes a little bit of time there.
I don't know what you mean. He's a lovely person, and I have a great amount of respect for him. So, but your call. I will keep it safe here in Abadar's holy vault.
Okay.
Well, if there's nothing else, then I have some sermons to write here. Thank you again for retrieving the books, but yeah, have a good day.
You too.
And Petra spends a day in town.
Man, he is something else.
Everyone in this town is special.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna spend the rest of my afternoon just training.
Okay.
And
Faith and Fabian, as you spend several hours after breakfast trying to tend to this malicious disease, the disease is fighting back. The disease is trying to progress its way through the catfolk. And so, about middle of the afternoon, you're not quite through treating the disease, Faith, as it takes 8 hours. And at the end of that 8 hours, you attempt the check to assist. I need Fabian to make a fortitude saving throw.
Ooh.
The timing of these things. All right. 19.
Sounds good.
Faith, you are sure that your efforts are succeeding, as during this time, Fabian seems to be getting a little better. Doing all right. So, Faith, go ahead and make your medicine check for me.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's a crit, boy.
Ooh. Yeah. You spend this day in excessive medical care of the catfolk, and catfolk seems to be doing better.
I finally figured out catfolk physiology. I get it now.
Finally did it. So Fabian, you are no longer suffering from the half as many hit points from healing. So that condition seems to lessen and go away from you.
Oh, that's good.
You also have a +4 bonus to your next save against the disease.
Nice.
I think at the to its next save. Okay, so you'll make one immediately. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So that happens during the day. Horatio, thanks to your patient and assurant crafting, you managed to transfer over the rapier, and as Fabian comes out of the wagon with a little bit more spring in the clown catfolk, you hand over a shiny magical rapier.
Nice.
All right. Okay. So, don't know if there's any other downtime things you folk want to do with this day, or anything else you want to accomplish during this day as you do your various things.
Well, I will give Marion the arrows that I bought for him and give him the extra money back and tell him that Sufjan has ordered the rest of the arrows that he didn't have.
Marianne is reclining in a hammock. And he says, "Oh, thank you so much, Petra."
You're very welcome.
Just dump the
Thank you
arrows
for
on
keeping us alive.
Just cannot stand that guy.
Yeah, he bored me so much I ended up inviting him to the circus. So
them.
that might have been a mistake.
Make any sense?
Marion doesn't say anything. He just stares.
Yeah, he's like, oh no, what did you do?
A colder glare. Alrighty. Well, if nothing else, you can go to bed again. Have another nice night's rest. Other events during the day, you notice Harlock has not really made much more progress. Has been definitely putting forth a good faith effort to try and do something to ameliorate the petrification of Mordain, but can't quite figure anything out. Faith, after you get done tending to Favian, Tahala Roadwatcher, the tattooed woman, comes by and informs you that whenever you want to try to get that tattoo, that she has all her supplies ready, just whenever you're ready.
Probably not today. Kind of tired.
She takes no offense and understands and keeps going. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, then we will advance to the next day. You spend a day not fighting anything and just kind of
Feels
taking
weird.
it easy. And we come to Fire Day, 16th of Lamachan.
Each day we get like
con mod.
Con mod times your level.
times your level. Okay.
Minimum of 1.
So now I am fully back to
So, but Petra said we were gonna do a performance on Star Day.
Yeah, which
Start
is
it?
tomorrow.
Star Day comes after Fire Day,
Star Day comes after Fire Day.
and there are only 7 days on the calendar.
There are only 7 days on
Did
the
she say next or did she say this?
I said Saturday, which is Star Day. So I'm assuming this.
So this.
If we
I-
want to really put much into this performance, we kind of need to prepare.
Ugh.
Yeah.
There are,
If you-
there are things we should really be doing.
If you
For
consult
the-
with the professor, he will say, that may be a bit ambitious, Petra, but perhaps Star Day next would be a more reasonable timeline.
That works for me.
I mean, also we only told one person, which I feel like does not to be very, very big. crowd.
Right.
Yes, we need a more of a turnout to cover
Just
our
like when he shows
expenses.
up tomorrow, says, "No, I said next Saturday or next Star Day." Sorry, I don't know what Saturday
That's
is. I don't
totally what
even
I
know
meant.
why I said it.
That man is so.
If we have any
Boring.
that show up tomorrow, I'll be sure to deal with them. I know you all have other things to attend to.
So should we go to the?
Yeah, how far away is the
Erran Tower?
How far away is that?
You kind of begin your preparations and kind of in the morning over breakfast start to plan, all right, how do we get to this Erran Tower? Harlock comes to you and says, I can give you some information before your journey. Erran Tower is probably about 10 or so miles southwest of here. So a few hours journey, but you can't miss it. It's a big tower, just right there. Just head toward the tower and you'll make it eventually. I've been inside this tower. There's a large staircase on one side that goes up, and then the stairs go down into the first level. There's sort of a square around a central staircase, and when you come in you have to go all the way around to the other side of the square to get up the stairs there. When I was there it was pretty much empty. I didn't notice much. There was a part of one side that seemed collapsed, or a tunnel or something, or a cave of sorts on the first level, and a few other rooms around there. Oh, and there's a secret door on the first level, right across from the staircases. You press on it on one side, and then the whole thing flips around. It's an empty room on the inside, but I figured that's something you may want to know about. Upstairs, there's another sort of square or whatnot, and then it goes up to a circular staircase that goes up to the top. A bunch of rooms and everything branch off. Oh, and there are these runes. They look like binding runes on the second level. There's 2 of them, kind of in neighboring rooms. I don't know what they do, but you know, I want to just keep an eye out for those. And then I'd also be careful and keep a sharp eye out. I know you will, but everything there seemed really clean. It seemed like there wasn't any dust or any litter detritus on the floor at all. And I may have lucked out, because as far as I can tell, the only thing that would keep a dank, dusty old place like that clean would be an ooze of the gelatinous kind. So you may
Can I recall knowledge on that?
Sure.
To recall knowledge on something that I thought about earlier.
Sure.
Well, I'll let him resolve this thing first, though.
Okay, we'll do Horatio first. Let's see here. What skill do you want to use for that, Horatio?
Sounds like occultism to me.
Let's see here. Okay. I don't know. I mean, nothing particularly, you know, strikes your mind about what this could be or what danger could be. You haven't dealt with many oozes in your time joining the circus. You're usually out about in the country in places where oozes aren't common. But
Can I recall with a +6?
sure, your brother thinks about oozes too for a moment. The Calder brothers just haven't been around a lot of oozes. It's just not a thing. It's kind of nasty. Not your scene at all. Arshus, there's something you wanted to think about?
Yeah, thinking about what he said earlier, and I'm just a city lizard, but I was wondering why there might be lizards around demons up here on this island.
Okay. Boy, howdy, you're a city lizard. You just, I don't know, like you kind of can ask him a little bit more about these lizards, and he said, yeah, it seemed like they were, big predatory animals, maybe. They kept them as pets, I suppose, the Zolgaths did. Of course, I didn't see them very far away, but...
Like what we saw earlier? Like with the acid things?
You kind of mentioned that to him, and he says, well, I'm not sure. I think that some of my former cohorts were taking these animals and under the guise of trying to heal and rehabilitate them, imbuing them with demonic power. I didn't see anything like that for the large lizards that these Zolgaths were training, but there's nothing saying that they aren't doing the same thing or might be possessing some of that same knowledge now, especially if Beleni has made her way there.
Can I do knowledge check on Zolgaths?
Yeah,
sure.
I wanted to do that too.
While we're knowledge checking?
Sure.
I probably don't have much that can tell me about them, but at least, figured I would think about them.
So, Arshisk. Okay. And then also Horatio wanted to try. Okay. Between the two of you, you know a little about Zolgaths. Zolgaths are underground, vicious, tribal, reptilian humanoids who use crude, armor and weapons and harvest from different animals to kind of this very brutal survival of the strong society, usually from the Darklands underground. You know that they are kind of infamous for their stench. They have this powerful musk and odor that they emanate that is kind of a natural defense mechanism that others of their kind are immune to. And some of them sneak around amongst, they're fond of ambush tactics and traps, but then they're also strong warriors and all that. And some of them do tame some large lizards, specifically dinosaurs. But that is what you recall from the Zolgath Society.
Cool note about that.
And how quickly can velociraptors open doors?
The movie's about that, I think. Alrighty. So, any other things you wish to ask of Harlock Hamdeel or prepare for your journey to the Erran Tower?
Is there a road there?
No, there's not, but it's the path is very clear. You can see the tower the whole way over.
Okay.
So, we probably won't be able to sneak up on it because they'll be able to see us.
Well, yeah. Tower.
I mean, not necessarily.
Yeah, I guess if there were still trees or underbrush or something like that around.
There aren't any windows in the tower. There's just the main entrance and then the top, so they'd have to be either outside or on top of it.
Well, okay then.
So our goal is to go into this tower, find out what's happening with the stone.
Yep.
If you can.
We have to.
And avoid demons and lizards.
Well, I think we're supposed to excise the corruption again.
You've done it once before.
Well, I mean, we'll have to see how many there are. If we're up against an army, that might be a different thing. But
Well, maybe some of them can be reasoned with.
demons?
Well, lizard folk.
Well, no relation to me, I'm sure.
Whatever. It's just a bunch of trogs. How much trouble?
Wait, are they lizard folk or lizards?
They're neither.
Yeah.
Well,
so...
no, the trogs are neither, but the demons. You said lizards, and somehow we jumped to lizard folk.
Right. The troglodytes are the lizard
Troglodytes. Yeah.
Well, there's 3 different categories here, and Oasis can probably very okay, sit everybody down, explain. This is the difference in lizard people. Lizard folk, live in swamps. Lizards, pretty neutral, very utilitarian. I'm a city lizard. Okay, Zolgaths, brutal, killing. Like to survival of the strong and whatnot. Dinosaurs, big, but animals. So just very these are differences. Don't get it mixed up.
Does Olga speak Uruksi or no?
You would know with your secret society check that I made that no. Typically they speak Draconic and Undercommon.
I see. I speak neither of those things.
Do I speak both of those languages? Yes, I do.
Ah.
Good. You can.
You'll
tell
have to
them
be
go
our
away.
diplomat.
We've made the mistake of not having anybody who speaks Draconic once. We'll only make that mistake once.
All right. So, any other things you wish to prepare before your journey?
This is going to take a few hours, so like one day. I will try one more time a Dispel Magic.
All right. Give it a shot.
Let me make my... I'm going to say we're not going to need Fairy Fire, so I'll do 2 Dispel Magics today. And God help me if we get attacked by wisps.
Now that you said it,
Ooh.
Harlock, are there
Dispel
any
Magic.
swamps on the way there?
I rolled a 7. It's better than a 5.
you higher.
I'm gonna say it's better.
It's better.
It's a little bit better, but as Horatio kind of steps over once more, you're not too far from Mordane's little rosary garden, and sees you once more. Try with all your might. You swear you think you see some of the flecks start to come off from the calcification and from the stone there. But it is not quite enough. It's, very close, but so close. So very close. Harlock responds to your question, Mary, and says, no, it's mostly forests and a few hills and whatnot. Since these issues that the Aeon orb seems to be having and not replenishing the land as much as it used to, a lot of these wild places have receded. Some of the grass is barren, and the land is a bit clearer than it used to be. You should have a pretty easy time going through it.
All right. Probably no wisp then.
Oh, I would hope not.
Are there any cockroaches?
I hope there's no more cockatrice you find across there, else I'll have my work really cut out for me with a few more people statues to deal with.
I have a question about the talismans that I make.
Mm-hmm.
Do I make 2 like per day? Do they, or can I only have 2?
2 at a time because they expire at the end of the day.
Okay,
since
that's
they're
what I was
temporary.
wondering.
Yeah. Yep, you got the 2. You can decide what those are.
Okay.
Okay.
Marion, do you have the staff of animals, beasts?
Oh yeah, I
Animal
do. We
staff?
should have sold that. I forgot about it.
You can put it on, drop
Put
it
it on
off
for
by
auction.
the
We can
bank
drop
on
it
your
off.
way out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See if you get any prospective buyers.
Yeah. We'll do that.
All right.
On Amador Bay.
Do they do consignment?
Pretty much. Yeah, there's all kind of services at the Golden Laws Church. So on your way out of the big top, Harlock waves to you, the professor there, these wizened old men. Another have fun storming the castle moment as you depart, you colorful circus folk. You drop the animal staff off at the Golden Laws Church and begin heading southwest toward the Erran Tower. The journey is fairly easy and pleasant through rolling grasslands. You can tell if you look for it, you can really see where, oh, this used to be more, gathered up bunch of trees, and some of the trees are faded and bending over. Some of the grass there is bare. Some of the rivers that run through dry up in kind of weird and awkward places, like they shouldn't get this dried, the way the water's flowing, but they do anyway. And you have a few hours journey as you head that way. Any particular activities you're trying to take while you are traveling overland toward the Erran Tower?
I guess.
Is
10
it
miles away, right?
is this like a search or seek or?
Like exploration mode.
I mean, I guess when we get within like 4 or 5 miles, I'd like to try to be keep an eye out for potential traps. Because apparently
Okay.
they make traps, right?
I'll do the one that gives us a bonus to initiative. I can't
Sure.
remember if it's search or seek.
Scout.
Scout.
Scoot.
They're all S words. Remember that.
Yep.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
I'll search too.
So 2 searching. Okay.
I will periodically ping detect magic, just so we don't
Okay.
bumble into something.
Anyone else trying to do an exploration activity?
What's scouting?
That's the thing that Brian's doing.
Oh, that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
It does not stack, unfortunately. Only the +1 bonus to initiative.
Just looking at the other things.
Really, the only thing that benefits from multiple people doing it is searching.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll search. I'm gonna need to pull that up again because I forgot what the ones are.
Basically, you're going a bit slower than if you just like moved along a normal space, but you do kind of keep an eye out for traps or anything else you might otherwise have missed.
Okay.
Okay.
And Graham will make a roll for everyone who's searching if there's anything to be found.
So that's Horatio and Marion, I believe, right?
And Petra.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
said
I
I
might
was
as well
gonna do
search
that.
too. I don't think there's anything else that we can benefit from.
Okay. So everyone but Faith and Horatio. Okay. All right. So about 2 hours into your journey, a little over 2 hours. So coming to close to midday by this point after your early preparations and everything. Fabian, you noticed that there seems to be like some broken branches and bush and whatnot and vegetation along one strip of area here, like something came through in this direction. You look around, you see the dirt and everything disturbed in that area. It's not a huge swath that's dragged out, but something was definitely moved through this area. Is what you pick up on during your search. Horatio, you do not detect any magic during your journey over here.
I will point. Hey, everyone, take a look at the disturbed vegetation over in this area. What do you make of this?
How far away are we from the...
Probably another hour and a half or so.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like something pretty significant came through here.
I wouldn't want to get tangled up with it.
Got a feeling that we might, though.
Well, maybe we can.
Maybe it was just a forest.
You think it was a dinosaur?
Maybe we can be subtle and
Do
quiet.
we know
as
what
we travel?
dinosaurs are?
Yeah. In probably in the Celestial Menagerie at some point there was an exhibition of a dinosaur or two, and kids all loved it and whatnot. But it's a little dangerous. Some of them are very strong and predatory animals. Everyone knows what dinosaurs are.
Was it the children's books?
Mm-hmm. Love them. All right. Pressing on, do you change your exploration activities or stay the course?
So are we?
We could all try and be stealthy. Try and
I
not
think we
alert
should.
whatever this big scary thing is.
Is anybody expert in stealth?
Oh.
I don't think so. But stealth slows us by to like a third or a quarter of our speed or something. Right?
Half speed.
Half speed.
No, I'm just proficient.
No, I don't think anyone is an expert in stealth.
So we can't follow the expert?
Nope.
Because we don't have an expert?
Not yet, anyway.
So it would probably be best just to keep going as we're going, I think.
Yeah, because someone's going to mess up
Somebody's
the
gonna
roll no
roll
matter
too.
what, so...
And it'll be
Alright.
me.
So you stay the course, keep going. Faith kind of bounding ahead, running with her quick speed forward and back to let you know what's going on. So in doing so, and
Scouting
after scouting ahead, Faith, another 20 or so minutes later, you do happen upon something. As you're doing this, you
There's
all...
dunes that transpiring.
Yes. You all come along this path, and Faith reports back seeing several creatures who you assume to be Zolgaths kind of moving away from you. So they're going to the southwest, kind of the same direction you are toward the tower. You see 5 of them up ahead. They haven't noticed you yet. 2 of them are dragging the carcass of an ox. And there seems to be one of them kind of like extolling the 2, dragging it to move faster, and there's 2 kind of flanking along the people dragging the carcass.
Aren't oxen large?
No, that one's clearly medium.
It's a juvenile.
Screw.
Before our very eyes.
No, we just got closer to it.
Yeah, you just got closer.
Oh, it was
seems
just
small
very
from
far away. Okay.
They didn't change in size when we got closer to them, but it changed in size.
Okay, Mr. Face, how do you want to do this?
So would I be in front?
Yeah, we'll say
I'm
you
in
just
front.
ran back just now to tell everyone else, but
I ran back to tell Marion.
yeah.
They haven't noticed us yet, right?
At the moment, no.
Can I try, like, cutting off into... Well, I guess we're engaging, right? Are we going to engage?
Lightning is how I want to deal with this.
Or go around. So we're not going around, we're engaging. Is that what the plan is?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I try,
That was
like, cutting off?
probably that thing was probably plowing somebody's field.
Can engage with them now,
Yesterday.
or we can engage with them later when there's possibly more to be worried about.
I'm going to try to, like, stealth off into these trees over here.
Okay. All right. Anyone else doing anything preparing for the battle?
Nope.
Okay.
Maybe I can.
I'm gonna get ready to
Right.
run.
I'll make sure I have a potency. The owlbear thing on my sword.
Okay. You place the owlbear claw. Make sure it's tightened into your sword. All right. So as Oarshus begins to sneak away.
Yeah, maybe I'll head the other direction. We can sneak in different directions. Flank sneak.
Pincer snake.
I'll try to sneak along this cliff wall.
Is that a cliff wall up, cliff wall down?
Cliff wall up. So there's kind
Yeah.
of a hill
Try
on
to
that side.
Got
Sneak
it.
that way.
Okay. So Oarshus and Fabian sneaking off. How far away from the group do you want to sneak?
I mean, I really don't want to get much past, like, this bigger tree if the group's not any closer.
Okay.
Hoping the group will make a nice distraction for my sneaking.
Yep. All right. As Petra swinging the sword forward, they kind of stop in their progress as Horatio and Petra. I'll say Petra, Faith, and Marion, if you want to go up to about here where Horatio is, you can get up to there before things happen.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. As you get there, the warriors that are dragging the ox stop for a second. You see their leader kind of wince back and see you striding down the roadway. You see them pull out a bone dagger and point back in your direction. Shouting out in a draconic, "Pursuers, get them!" As initiative is joined, Oarshis and Fabian, you can roll stealth. Everyone else, roll perception.
+1 all around.
With a +1, right?
With a +1 to everybody.
Wow.
I'm really glad I got the +1 for you guys.
Wow.
It's really helping me. There we go. That's better.
No, it's a 30 with the +1.
Whoa. Sorry, my.
Oh, well done, Oarshis.
Yeah, here's Petra.
Yeah, hold on.
There we go. Okay. Well, Oarshis, they
How
don't seem to notice you
convenient.
as you our first act. What do you do?
Oh gosh. It's just the two of us, and then it's all of them.
I know. I kind of wanted them to move up a little bit first.
I guess
You
we
can
only
delay
ready one action
if you
though.
want them to go first.
Yeah, but I don't want them to like approach like Horatio and Mary and start wheeling on them either.
Well, maybe they can't. Maybe they can't get that far.
I mean,
45 feet away from the first one. That's
For-
probably 2 moves.
yeah. So they would get one more action, unless they're cool, which they don't seem cool.
Oh shoot! I wasn't gonna go. Let's see. Are these trees difficult terrain or are they normal?
Yes, they are normal difficult terrain.
They are.
Normal difficult.
Sorry, and as opposed to greater difficult terrain, which they could be. They're just regular
They
difficult
are
terrain.
actually difficult terrain.
Yes.
Okay.
And point of order is that if you sneak out of cover, you're immediately seen. You
Unless
cannot.
you have a
You cannot
thing
sneak injure sneak in melee and then stab them.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
That's like a super high, like level 15 stealth skill feat.
But if you wanted to, could you like go like this and stay in the woods and get to that point?
Yeah.
Would that be not leaving cover?
Do that. Yeah, I think I'm.
I
Gonna
mean,
do
there's
that.
like a little gap there, but
Can I try to sneak up? 5, 10.
Sure, you can attempt a sneak action.
it would be a lot of. It's a lot of movement though, because
Go up
that's
to
like,
half your speed.
Okay.
and it's difficult terrain, so quarter speed.
Oh yeah. Is it? Quarter
Yeah.
speed then?
Mhm.
So, 10. No. Quarter speed rounded down. Wait, my movement speed is 35.
Well-
Right, so half is going to be 15. And then it's 10 feet of movement for every square you go through.
So half of that is 5 feet then, right?
Yes.
So even though I have 35 feet of movement, I can only sneak 5 feet at a time through difficult terrain.
Through the trees.
Oh yeah, because you lose that. You lose that other 5. Because
Yeah,
it takes
I lose
10.
5 twice.
It takes 10. It takes 10. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
That sucks. Okay, I guess I will get to the edge of the difficult terrain. So I will sneak 3 times, or try to. And that will be all of my movement.
Alright, so sneaking through there. I get to make 3 secret stealth checks for Oarshis.
Gosh.
1.
Tempting fate.
I feel that feels like bad action economy.
Okay, well, here's what I'll do. Go back to your first movement.
Okay.
So, after your first action, you step on a twig, And this warrior here kind of looks in your direction. So I'll say that happens on your first action. What do you want to do with your next two?
I guess I will. I just don't want to run out.
I will clarify. You step on a twig. This warrior looks and definitely hears it, but doesn't look directly at you.
Okay. So I think I will. I think I'll come around this way then.
Okay, now it looks at you.
Right. 25, 35, 5, 10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even if it wasn't the second diagonal. Yeah.
Let's go for
Just
the
spring out.
trip.
This warrior looks into you.
Let's go for the trip. Or I could tumble through. Let's just do the tumble through. That's the safe bet.
Okay.
Which is an acrobatics. 24.
Yes, you successfully tumble through. Gaining panache as the lizard folks goes through the lizard-like creature.
Do I have to go to the opposite side, or can I go to any?
You at any
I
side.
just can just move through.
You just move through him. You kind of just leap out and swing past him, and he's kind of befuddled for a moment as you do that. All right, that's so Arsha's get 3 actions. Fabian.
Oh, can I delay? I think.
Sure.
I want to see if they come closer to the party. Just because it would take me 3 actions, I think, to get to this one here.
Before we do that, real quick, Arshas, can you make me a fortitude save real quick?
Yeah, that's right.
Because as you approach this warrior, the stink happens. Oof. Ew. Oh dear. You could still get to where you are, but however, on a critical failure, you are currently sickened 1, and taking a -5-foot status penalty to your speed.
Okay. Sure.
As you're just the stench is horrible, and it is just it's real bad. Fabian, you see Arshas go forward. Do you stay where you are, or you're delaying?
I just want to
right?
delay until after some of them have moved.
Sure.
Maybe
You can jump
closer
back
this
in.
way.
All right. So then we get to this guy in the back. He is going to go there. Let's see. He's going to go there. And then he is going to go into the brush here. Attempt to disappear into there. So, make a quick check real quick. Okay. You all lose track of this creature as it goes into the brush here.
Should have prepared fairy fire.
Goes into the brush.
Guess it would be glitter dust.
Then You all do, however, hear it moving through the brush here. You do not see it, but it is hidden to you rather than undetected. Okay. And now these warriors. The one over here by Oarshkus will obviously turn to you, while the other ones just run out with these big, nasty clubs in their hands. So they will do 2 actions to get to there. And this one will do 2 actions. No, it has to do 3. Yeah, all 3 to get over to here. And then this one... Let's see. We'll get to there. And at that point, Fabian, you really don't have any more cover for him. You just have this little shrub in the way.
No worries. I'll move.
It will then come to you. So I think it will get 1 attack against Fabian, 1 against Horatio, and this one just lays into Oarshkus. So against Fabian, club attack against you. That's a 22 to hit you.
Oh, yes.
9 points of bludgeoning damage as the club hits you on the head. This one's going to attack Horatio with the club.
You know, when I moved my token, I kind of assumed that I was not going to wind up as the one in the front.
You should have known
alas. That's a 24 to hit you, Horatio.
That is... yeah, that's a hit. Just a hit.
9 points of bludgeoning damage to you as well.
Ouch.
Rolling real good on damage. So... And then there's 3 against Oarshkus. So we're going to start with a club attack against you, Oarshkus. So bonk. That is a critical hit. So that's 10 points because they rolled bad on that damage roll. So 10 points of bludgeoning damage with the first one. We'll follow that up and attempt to bite you with its jaws. That's a 23 to hit. 7 points of piercing damage. And then last attack is going to finish up with a claw. That's only a 14 though. Alright. These warriors spare nothing as they charge forward into the fray to fight you. Faith. At the start of your turn, Faith, make a fortitude save for me.
I'm going to make a fortitude save.
Yes.
I got a 21.
You are good.
I'm going to move to there.
Alright.
And I'm going to try to punch this guy.
Okay.
I'm going to make it a magic punch, so I'm going to use my key punch.
Magic punch.
Well, not magic, but...
That's magic.
Because it's flat-footed, because you're flanking, a 24 is a critical hit.
Nice.
So that is 18 points of damage as you just come bam right in the back. You hear a crack on the troglodyte's spine as you're... It's very hurt by that.
And second part of my flurry.
Oh, yep.
Another crit.
With 2 punches, you crack his spine and he just crumples down. Was that
I was
non-lethal?
gonna... Yeah, that was non-lethal.
Okay.
These guys are lizards.
So you've done a lot of work cracking spines, so you just kind of... That one comes down, unconscious.
And then, third action, I'm going to move to flanking position in this one.
All right.
Although I'm pretty sure Marion's not going to stab it, but... Actually, I'm going to move to here, so that Petra can be flanking that one.
Fabian, sorry, did you want to jump in?
Oh, yeah, I was going to jump in just after they move, but we can finish Faith. Then I'll
sure.
jump in.
So
I think
Well, I am done.
Oh, okay.
So Fabian, you can go now.
Okay. What? I don't want them to flank Faith, so I'll spin around, and then I'll feint, and then I'll strike. So here's my deception.
All right, we fight back to back.
Well, that's not a great one.
Back to back. That's against their perception DC, right?
Yeah.
This one seems to follow your movements, wary with this bone club in its hand.
Oh, do I need to do the fortitude save?
Yes, actually. Please do that.
Yeah.
You are also sickened.
Diseased and sickened. Lovely.
Whoop.
And sickened, sorry, just remind me real quick, does that affect
It's a
attack?
-1 to most
-1?
things.
Okay. I will roll,
Attacks
and
and
I'll
AC.
do my temp -1. So here is my attack with that temp -1.
Unfortunately, no. You're kind of
No.
like,
Oh.
"Ugh." The stench is just overwhelming as you try to stab forward. It just takes the bone and ping, hits your magic rapier? A magic rapier?
Rapier?
Magic
Rapier?
rapier that vibrates in the air there now. So I believe that's your
that's my
3
turn.
actions. Yep.
Yep, that's my turn. Not
Now,
the best.
Petra, make a fortitude save for me.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you don't care about the stink. You're like,
No, I don't.
screw these guys.
Well, I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna move here. Do my Magus potency thing,
All right, so you move.
and I'm gonna attack.
You restore with magic. Additional +1 there.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack.
A 22 will be a hit for 12 points of slashing damage.
Bam.
You come down on it. The lizard is not happy about that. So I think that was move, Magus for an action, and an attack was 3. So I believe we're on to Horatio. Make a fortitude save for me.
13?
13. No, not enough. You are also sickened 1.
There's been a lot of sickened 1 auras.
I will then
Sick.
step. I will cast Protective Ward. I will cast Shield. That's my turn.
Okay. Put up your abjuration magic. Marion, make a fortitude save.
Oh, a
You
12.
are also sickened.
Fantastic. I'm gonna try and ancestral touch the trog right here.
Okay, it has to make will save.
Yep, it's a 19 because sickened affects all my checks and
It sure
DCs.
does, but even that being the case, it does fail. So it takes the 8 points of damage and is frightened 1. So this one takes a ghostly touch and goes pale. All of its scales are now kind of a white translucent sheen to it. It is very frightened of you, but not quite destroyed by that.
And screw it. Do it again.
Okay, makes another. You're like, you're not scared enough. Makes another will save and fails that one. Is this mental damage or what kind of damage is this?
It is mental damage.
Okay, this one it just passes out from the abject fear that you put upon it.
Cool. And I'll use an action to retch.
Okay, you take a -2 penalty to your fortitude save against this retching.
Wow, alright.
Yeah. So -3 total, I believe, because sickened is
Brutal.
status penalty, and this is a circumstance.
Oh, okay. So that should actually be a 13, so that's no good
Yeah.
either.
Yep, you are still just like, oh, the stench, the stink. It's so bad. Okay, so that was Marion's go. On to Owarshisk.
So after, tumbling through to get to the other side of the attack screen, I'm going to try to tumble through back to the other side again.
Okay. Tumble, tumble, tumble.
And then I have a -1 to this one. Right,
Okay.
-1?
Yes.
The second.
Yep.
19.
A 19 against his fortitude DC, yeah? Fortitude or reflex? Reflex. Yep, you succeed.
So I'm gonna tumble through over to here.
Okay. Trying to follow you as you tumble back and forth.
And I'm gonna make a claw attack, and I get a +1. Well, I have
Panache.
I have panache, but I'm blanking on the word. Flanking, not flanking. What is it? Flat. He's flat-footed to me. Thank you. He's
Oh, when
flat-footed
you tumble
to me.
through, they're flat-footed to you.
When I'm sickened, I get a +1, right? Is that how it works?
Well, take the -1 off your side because flat-footed's off their
Okay.
side. Yeah.
I'll take the -1 off my side.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a claw attack.
Okay. Even with that -1 against their flat-footed AC, that is a crit. So 16 points of damage, right?
Well, it's the 2.
Oh, there's an additional 2, so 20. That's 20 total damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So 20 points of damage. He's not quite downed by that, but very hurt.
And I can do my second claw attack, and I will confident finish with that one.
All right.
So I get a -what to this attack? Am I just -1? But then,
Yeah, still -1 from sickened.
But the second attack. Half your precise strike because it's a finisher. I have 2D, so I just do a D6 damage, I think.
Hmm. One point of damage.
1 point of damage.
That's all he had. He had 1 point of hit points left. So you managed to kind of graze him, and he's like trying to recover, but you noticed he's exposed his neck and just a quick rake across there. Tries to snap out at you one last time as he expires into the dust.
That's
Wait,
my action.
he expires into dust?
He did. Oh no, he doesn't appear. Sorry, he expires into the dust. The body is still
Okay.
very much there.
Like,
Sorry.
are these guys
Be
demons?
careful with the words here.
Strange
Okay.
humanoid.
Let's see here.
Oops.
Let me think for a second.
Thinking very hard about strategy.
Precision. That's what the word I was trying to think of earlier. Precision.
Precision,
There you
yeah. Really Playing Games is not brought to you by a sponsor.
No, it is
A
not.
sponsor. Interrupting
not-
your podcast since 2011.
If only it was brought to us by Duolingo, or maybe just Singolingo.
Single.
Singolingo, we can learn English better.
We could be selling people mattresses
We could be selling people mattresses.
or razors.
Dollar Shave Club.
Too
Or MeUndies.
proud for that.
Or meal delivery kits.
Okay, we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna do this. Okay. Yeah. Fabian. Something flies out of this bush at you.
Okay.
Let's see about this.
Did they rob it?
Does a 17 hit your flat-footed AC?
Flat-footed is minus how much?
2. An
Minus
additional
2.
-1 from being sickened.
Okay.
So you have a -3 to your AC currently.
No, it still fails. It would have needed to get an 18.
A dagger flies out at you, and this creature here in the bush is like, shit. Shit in Draconic, of course. But that is all it can do, because you spot it now in the bushes
good.
there.
Good.
Warriors, there's just this one left now, which has a Fabian right there. So we're gonna bonk Fabian on the head. Poor clown. So club, ooh, that's a crit.
Oh.
On the club strike.
Ooh.
And it rolled max
Soft,
damage.
squishy cat.
Fabian, you take 20 points of bludgeoning damage
no.
as the
Wow, I
club
have-
just hits you in the rib.
I have
That
1 hit
was
point.
ouchie.
Wow.
Exactly 1 hit
Still up.
point.
You're like, I'm still up, as it goes for a jaws into your throat. So let's see, jaws,
well.
second strike there. It's only a 14. I don't think that hits.
Well, that won't hit.
Okay, and then it will finally do a claw with the last attack. Is a 15.
Okay, we're good.
Okay,
We're good.
you
I'm
stand.
good at 1 hit point.
Fabian just barely standing at that point after the brutal assault by the Zolgath warrior. Then we're on to Faith.
One action, I'm gonna smack Fabian on the back with my healer's gloves. And he gets a whopping 10 hit points.
10 hit points to you, Fabian.
I have to mark somewhere that I can't use it for 24 hours.
Yes.
Second action, I'm gonna move around to flank this guy. Third action, I'm gonna flurry on him.
Okay.
12.
Not miss.
Or-
Well, miss, even up with the flat-footed.
Even with a left foot.
Yep.
24, on the other hand, is going to be a crit.
24 is a crit, so 16 points of damage.
I also did max damage on my crit,
kick. You're like,
Which
haha, watch this.
more or less, but
All right. Yeah, you
and that's it. I'm out of actions.
kick him hard. Fabian.
Did you hit with
Okay.
flurry?
My
I-
turn.
Oh, I did hit once with flurry, so I can try to stun him.
Okay. Fort save.
Yeah. DC
Natural
20.
1.
Ooh,
So you
he's
stunned
stunned 3.
He is stunned 3 as you just.
Okay, well, I think
Fantastic.
we'll try to take him out.
All right.
Attack number 1.
Super flat-footed. Yep, that's a crit. You get your sneak attack as well off of that.
Okay.
And with that first strike, you're like, ow, that really hurt. As it's stemmed there from Faith's strike, you just kind of skewer it through the heart. And it goes down to the ground dead.
Oh, teamwork. And this one's still up.
Yep, and it's looking at you all like, eep.
I will... I've got 2 actions left, so why don't I come up here and then stab again for my second stab.
Right. That one unfortunately will miss.
That's okay.
Okay.
Maybe I'm being overly aggressive.
Petra.
Is this one still up?
Nope, the only one still up now is this guy over here. These two are unconscious.
Well, then I will. No, I can't really reach over there. Is he in a tree?
Yes, he's in some bushes.
But he's on the ground though, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then I will go up and I guess I'll just use 2 actions because why not? To go right here. Ah! And then I will just, I guess, attack.
All right.
Oh, oops.
What's the attack gonna be?
It,
I waited in suspense. 22 will definitely
sorry,
strike.
my laptop makes it go slow.
All right, that does strike against him with the long sword, slicing through some leaves and tree branches scatter as you slice into the Solgath. Horatio.
I am going to cast a spell I don't think I've ever cast before.
Ooh.
Ray of Frost.
Pew!
Rouse.
It misses. It
Yeah,
strikes the tree above the Zolgath.
And it should be a 15. I'll sustain
All right.
my protective
Shield
ward.
protection
Who knows? Maybe
is
he'll
Roger.
pull out a crossbow and try and shoot Marion.
Marion.
I enter my point blank shot stance as my first action.
And
I'm gonna-
cool stance.
I'm gonna send a couple of arrows straight at the remaining Zulgath.
Using Sufjan's arrows.
Yes.
A 19 is just enough to hit. So 9 points
Each
of damage.
one's engraved with his name.
Sufjan.
Oh, God.
Is this including your sickened?
Yes. Second is just the attack roll, right?
Yes.
Then yes.
Okay, so
And-
one of those will strike for 9 points of damage. He is looking bad after that because an arrow strikes his shoulder. Alright, so that was Marion.
That was Marion.
Oarshisk.
I'm going to move twice, I think. Because I can only move 60 feet with a double movement. So I'm gonna move to here. And then it's his turn next. I get 1 action. I'm gonna try for the trip.
Alright. Go for it. A 16 will not succeed. He manages to brace himself against a tree there and avoid your trip.
It's not crit failure.
It's not a crit failure. You do not fall prone. Okay. Don't like this.
Good.
He throws out a
Yeah.
fan of blades in a cone.
Nope is going to see you ganging up here. And is going to try to slink away So 5, 10, 15. Kind of like goes back to the bushes, kind of going away from you, looking over its shoulder, and running away down that direction. Faith.
I'm gonna run 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. One move. Really should get a ranged attack. Three moves to get there.
You run around in front of him, or like, put your hands out, trying to get him to stop. Okay, Fabian.
Okay. Just counting the square. I can use all my actions to get here.
You start running after him as well, Petra.
Sure. Where is he going?
Was running
Away.
southwest this direction. Faith kind of ran around in front of him, and Fabian ran up behind him.
Can I... Are we just trying to stop him from running away? So can I just, Are we trying not to kill him? We're not trying to kill him, right?
I'm trying to not kill him.
A couple have
If you kill
been
him, it's
slain.
not the end of the world.
So we have some that are not dead, right?
There's one that is not dead.
There's
Well,
two. This one and this one.
Can I...
I thought I killed one of them with the...
No, 'cause it was mental
I think
damage?
Mental damage knocks him unconscious, I think.
No, only daze is non-lethal. Mental damage in general is lethal as they come.
I want to try and do...
Double check that. 'Cause somebody did.
I know this because we've
So you
discussed
scared
this
him to
before.
death?
Yeah, he got scared to death.
Cool. I mean, I disapprove, but you know.
I want to try and do the
All right.
Tanglefoot spell at him.
Huh. Yeah, I guess there can be lethal and non-lethal mental damage is the trait there. So he did. What you doing, Petra?
Actually, I can only move to there. Tanglefoot.
Tanglefoot.
Oh.
All right. Go ahead and cast the spell.
Yes.
Let's see. He's going to attempt a spell attack, so that 12 unfortunately will not quite get. Some of the vines sprout up around his legs, and he keeps running away from them, springing forth and not being hampered by the Tanglefoot. Horatio.
I spend 3 actions to summon a cat. No. I would move. Actually, select my token. 20 feet. And then again attempt to cast. This guy's just not worth a first level spell. He's just not. He sucks. Ray of Frost. Nat 20. Minus 10 foot status penalty to his speed.
Oh, that's good enough.
If 24 damage does not kill him.
You all see this last Zolgath turn to ice. And kind of skid along as an ice statue completely frozen along there, as it is no longer a threat.
I'm gonna retch.
All right, you all spend a few turns retching. And as our brave and mighty heroes puke their brains out amongst the remains of the Zolgath, the Tower of Erran looms in the distance, a light of the Aeon orb circling around it. What would they find in the Tower of Erran? We'll find that out next time on Really Playing Games, The Extinction Curse!